Shalom, shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessings and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson through the Spirit, man. I just want to come at y'all with something real quick to kind of just, I guess you could say, sparked in my brain. And I was just looking through these news articles and whatnot, trying to find something to talk about, and then all I could just think to myself was how Esau Edom's kingdom is been coming to an end, but with everything that just happened this past week, it's becoming more and more clear, so to speak. All you seeing right now is death and destruction in the news, man. There's nothing good going on, right? You have talks of stock market crash this year being worse than 2008. You have more and more nations rising against nations like Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Iran, as well as the other nations that they messing with. The U.S. is getting drug into this as we expected. You know, China and Russia and North Korea. So we're already seeing the forming of these BRIC nations and NATO nations preparing to go to war with each other, right? And it's really the U.S., UK, France, Israel versus those BRIC nations, man. Because these other nations have already showed Iran support. They fully back them, man. Israel was wrong in what they did as far as this strike. They was in the wrong, sending preemptive strikes while they trying to come to an agreement with the deal, and pretty much trying to catch Iran off guard and thinking that they weren't going to retaliate, and they was just going to let it slide past. And the fact that America trying to basically say that they didn't have no part in it, they didn't have their hand in it, they didn't know that they sent those strikes over, and you're a complete lie, man. You had your hand in this pot. You've been had your hand in this pot. But then when the stuff goes down, now you want to say you didn't have nothing to do with it. And that's BS, man. Right? You want to throw a stone and then try and hide your hand. And it doesn't work like that. These things, these prophecies have been spoken of in the book. And we've been telling y'all that these things are going to come to pass. That these things are going to happen in our lifetime. That we're going to see things like have never been seen before on the earth. And y'all don't want to listen to what we're saying. So, as a reason in the scriptures, man, the Lord have put a spirit of blindness over their eyes. You see the things that's going on in the world. And you can't tell me with confidence that you think that this is not the end. You can't tell me that with confidence that you don't think that this is the end of this age. Right? Like I say, man, every day that goes on, right, because we know that the days are being shortened for the elect's sake. Lord willing, we'll be at that number. Time is going by faster and faster. Now, I keep saying this, man. The past 5 years feel like 2 to 3 years, man. It feels like 2 to 3 years, bro. But these times that we're coming into, man, and like I said, day by day, it just gives me more confidence that we're closer to salvation and closer to the kingdom of heaven and closer to the end of this wicked world, this captive state that we live in day by day, man. When that it's just, I don't know. It's just beautiful to think about that we almost there, man. Just all of these things, just seeing they kingdom crumble, and Lord willing, man, the Lord put the spirit on them to go ahead and do some more dumb stuff coming in these next few days, weeks, months, and possibly years. But Lord willing, that S is taken off the year. It's really just months away. But I wanted to get this real quick. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And that word perilous means hard to do. Hard times, right? People are falling on hard times. You have people living out their cars, people, homes being destroyed and whatnot. You have floods in West Virginia that deleted people. You have stuff going on here over the weekend where lots of people just in different places of the city just getting hit up. And the wisdom is just truly leaving Edom, man. They doing things now. You just thinking to yourself, why would they do that? That don't make sense. Why they doing this? That don't make sense. Their plans are rushed. They doing things based on how they feel. Because as you read in Revelation 12:12, they know that they have a short time. They realizing that time clock is ticking, and they don't have much more time. Right? Their kingdom is coming to an end, and they trying to do everything they can, or everything that they had planned, trying to accomplish those things before it's too late. Because they know that they're about to go to war, and that's not going to be a good thing for them. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. And you could keep on reading on, but I really just wanted to get that first verse. This is 2 Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? And those things that I just read are starting to come to pass more and more, man. Those swords represents weapons, guns. And you having people more and more, like I said, the divided, it was not even me. The book said, this is the divided kingdom, man. It is divided in all its ways. Everything you could think of is the division everywhere, man. Division everywhere. Everybody just, Jake have an evil eye towards his brother, and that's a part of the curses, Everybody just quick to want to kill one another and delete one another, cause that's that wickedness of this kingdom that we live in, man. It's the wickedness of this kingdom that's engulfed these people, man. That spirit is on these people heavy. All you hear and promoting is death and destruction, because that's what type of spirit y'all have on yourselves. That's the type of spirit that the Lord placed on Esau, was for him to be a violent person. So naturally, he's been spreading his violence throughout the land. Like I said, man, when I brought out, that's like Psalm 55 and 11, I want to say. No, so like for Psalm 55, it's further down, where it talks about his words are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. That's all they want. They like death and destruction. That's why the son of perdition, that man, is going to be revealed. Y'all are the border of wickedness, man. And it's coming out. Y'all are getting exposed all the time. Y'all keep on lying and whatnot, mouths of deceit, and thinking that people are just gonna keep on falling for your okey doke, man. At this point, man, we're just continue to do what we doing, reporting on things, and just kicking back and letting the Lord do what he do, man. Letting the Lord judge these people for what they've done, right? What they've done is returning upon their own head. The Lord is plaguing that land right now because of the people that are in it and the people that dwell there. And that's one of the most wicked places on the earth, right behind America, of course. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their hands. You had nationwide protesting throughout America on Saturday and this past weekend. You had nationwide protesting. Yeah, that was yesterday, man. Nationwide protesting. And that's only gonna, like I say, man, it's only gonna get worse. Day by day, it's only gonna get worse. It may be gradual. It may seem like it's slow, but it's piling up. So it's starting off small and it's piling up. That snowball effect. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah. Esau, Edom, man, their pride, like I said, their pride is gonna be their downfall. And the Lord is about to bring them low. It says Proverbs 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty look before a fall. Better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Yeah. Rather be in a humble spirit and knowing that the Lord can sit your ass down at any time. And thinking about that, man, you got a fear power like that. You have to. Esau, Edom, as a reason, Psalm 10 and 4. The Lord is not at all in their thoughts. That's the wicked. The Lord is not in their thoughts at all. They don't think. They don't consider. They do stuff behind closed doors and laugh and say, who shall see me? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil with their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That famine, man. And martial law, too. That's gonna be another reason why you can't go from city to city. You can't come out your house, right? All of these things are real and coming to the earth. It's not a game. You have people over here living in the spirit of, oh, that's going on over there, so it don't got nothing to do with us. No, y'all must not know that America has his hands covered in blood right now. They're a part of that war just as much as Israel is. Because they called that shot. They gave them that green light. They agreed with what they were about to do. Right? This is Obadiah 1 and 15. I'm going to end it with this. Let me get this. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Sion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Yeah, man. So the Lord is bringing forth judgment upon these Amalekites, man, and Edom as a whole. And it's going to continue on, man. So, hey, look. Call all your how about me on shop. But, hey, man. Things are starting to heat up more and more. Just keep on pushing, taking heed, and confessing the true names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And Lord willing, we make it up out of this place. So, that being said, we'll end it off there. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel. Shalom. And as always, we one day close to the kingdom, man. Shalom.